Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. Let us check out what is coming this week in the world of Star Citizen. As always, a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members, in particular to Travis C5 for becoming my latest channel member. Thank you so much for the support, it is truly appreciated. So starting with Tuesday, we have the monthly Galactapedia update, always a great one-stop shop for all of the lore in the verse. This Wednesday, we will see the roadmap updated again, and with the wheeled vehicle physics update getting added a fortnight ago, I'm very excited to see what else will come with Alpha 320, as they are certainly not done yet for this patch. Now this Thursday, Inside Star Citizen returns, and this week it says we will find out about the future of Port Olisar in Alpha 320. Now, I suspect this is relating to the upcoming cargo changes for Alpha 320, and with Port Olisar not set up as a cargo deck like the other three stations, as all of these stations, being Everus Harbour, Port Tressler, Bajani Point and Port Olisar, are to be used as cargo ports for large import-exports, with the idea that smaller vessels will then distribute the cargo throughout each planetary system. But for ships like the Hull C and other large cargo ships, they will utilise these stations for transporting goods to and from other systems, much like the seaports and container ships that we find on the oceans today. And for context, Port Olisar was the very first location we got when the Persistent Universe was first launched way back in Alpha 2.0, and was built using an old system, not the current modular space station system. So one day it would have to have been rebuilt using this new method, and also converted to a cargo deck like we see with the other stations to serve Crusader. But how will CIG go about doing this? And this has been a question for quite a while now, ever since they've kind of teased us that Port Olisar was going to blow up. So I do wonder if this is the week that we finally get our answer. Now, Port Olisar as a station location will remain even if it is destroyed and rebuilt. As I say, it does still need to serve Crusader and its moons as their port. But CIG have a decision to make in how they go about doing this. Do they just simply swap it out with a new one and call it a day, or do they use this as an opportunity to create gameplay, some story, and some more lore for the verse? What I would love to see happen with Port Olisar, and this is just my hopes, nothing has been officially stated by CIG yet, but I would love to see it involved in a dynamic event. For example, say Xenothreat come along and destroy it, establishing that act in history for the Xenothreat, and then once we repel them back to Pyro, have kind of an economic dynamic event to rebuild it using this new modular space station system. So have players gathering the resources that are requested as an economic node and then deliver those goods to that location to get it rebuilt, which would certainly help to test many areas of the game, including the data-driven systemic economy that they are continuing to work on. Now, as I say, this suggestion is just what I want to see, just a fun thought for what I think would be a great idea or a good possibility. It is not from CIG. I do expect them to do something along those lines, just to make the most out of the situation for testing. But do let me know what you would like to see happen with Port Olisar, and hopefully we can find our answer out on this Thursday's show. Anyway, moving on. This Friday we will see the RSI newsletter emailed out. However, there will be no episode of Star Citizen Live again, but no reason is given this time. And from me this week, I will be working on the next episode of my Hardcore Zero to Hero series with Arid Wrath. That should be going up tomorrow on Wednesday. I'll also be covering the roadmap update here on my YouTube channel on Thursday morning, so do keep an eye out for that. Plus, I will be streaming over at twitch.tv/supermacbrother on Thursday and Friday between 2 and 5 PM BST. You are all more than welcome to come and hang out. Do ask your questions regarding anything Star Citizen. We'll certainly be discussing what we expect will happen to Port Olisar on Thursday, and then discussing what we know will happen to Port Olisar on Friday. So do come and join in on the conversation. But that is it for this week. Should be a pretty interesting week ahead, in particular looking at what is going to happen with Port Olisar. But with that said, I do hope you all have a great week yourselves, and if you do appreciate my videos, please do consider subscribing and helping the channel to grow. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind, does the channel a big favour, and tick that notification bell if you would like to be notified when my videos go live. Again, big thank you to my patrons and channel members, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.